It's a new season. It's a new day. Anyway.
Quite repay, and though sometimes my thanks are few, you stuck with me all the way. I've been told to count my blessings and give thanks till you come with me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is well. This video is pretty much going to be a 2015 recap, and it's kind of going to be based around, so this year was all about purpose. Purpose, trying to find my purpose, asking God to reveal my purpose. It was literally like my prayer point every week. God, what is my purpose? God, show me my purpose and stuff like that. And how can I say it? So at the beginning it was more like a wanting to know, like, God, like, you know, show me my purpose. What is it that you have planned for me? I need to know where I'm going. I need direction, and in order for that to happen, I need to just reveal my purpose so I know what choices to make, where to go, what moves to make, all of that. And I just felt like God wasn't revealing that to me, and I felt like other people around me knew what they were doing, and I just didn't know what I was doing. And it kind of got to a point where I was frustrated because I was in my second year of uni. After that, I'll be going into my third year, and then after that, I'll be graduating, and I'll be out in the real world, and I'll be on my own. And I needed to know what my purpose was, so I know what I'm doing when I graduate. And I was just getting so stressed out. I feel like when you get into uni, everyone thinks you're going to be in uni forever, but you're not. Uni is a 3-year place. It's a temporary place. You get in, you get out, and then you go on your own way. And I was like, God, I'm getting out soon. Show me the way, you know. And like, because I was in second year, everyone was applying for summer internships, and I didn't even know what to apply for. I didn't even know what I wanted to do, and everyone seemed like they had to have it together, like they were applying, and I was just there like, you know, what do I do? And I didn't know what route to follow. Like, I'm a people person. I like people. Like, my overall goal in life is to have an impact on people, but also I study financial maths. I like maths, I like numbers, I like logic, and I didn't know whether I should go down the financial route or the social route. If I was going to work with people, what kind of people was it? Was it old? Was it young? Was it little kids? Was it teenagers? Was it young adults? I had all this in me. I had all these things in me, all these attributes and characteristics and skills and, you know, personality, and I didn't know where to channel it. I didn't know what to do with it, and it was so frustrating. And if you've watched my previous videos, you would know that I did struggle with anxiety, I did struggle with depression, and when it came to applying for internships, I couldn't fill out applications. Like, I would open the application and I would start shaking. I had so much anxiety, I had so much fear, it was consuming my body, and everyone was applying, and I physically could not fill out an application. And I actually met someone who works for a company, and they encouraged me to apply for their company, and I did, and I didn't even make it through the first round. I got a straight rejection, and normally I'm quite good at dealing with rejection. I just kind of have this on to the next one mentality, but right now it was literally crumbling me, and it was even worse. After that, I couldn't apply for any more things, and it made me even more frustrated and even more sad, and it made me even feel like more of a failure, the fact that I couldn't apply, and it was literally just a downward, inward spiral. And you know, it was getting towards the end of second year now, and summer was approaching, and I knew I had 4 months off university, no internship. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm not working in retail. I can't work in retail again, honestly. There's nothing wrong with working in retail, but I know that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm getting closer to starting my career. I wanted to do something more in line with, I don't know, with what I was going to do. So I decided to apply for NCS, which is the National Citizen Service, and I applied for the role of a senior mentor. And the application process was so frustrating, but I was so determined this time. Literally, you will answer a 500-word question, and you click next, and then another question comes down, and it kept happening, and it kept happening, and when you think the application is over, you get another question, and it was so frustrating. But I did manage to fill out the application, and so I wanted to click submit now, and the website crashed. And I was like, this is a joke. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. I restarted Internet Explorer, it crashed. I logged out, I logged back in, it crashed. I restarted the whole computer, the website was still crashing. I was so frustrated. I was in the library and I was holding my tears in. I packed my bags. I went home and I cried. I cried out to God and I was like, God, I'm trying to live for you. I'm trying to do your will day by day, step by step. I am trying. Why won't you reveal to me my purpose? Why won't you reveal to me my purpose? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Everyone around me seems to know what they're doing. Everyone around me seems to know where they're going. And I'm your child, I'm your daughter, and I have no clue. And then after that, I called my friend, I called Tops, and I told Tops what was going on. And she was just advising me, just sharing words of wisdom. She made me feel so much better. It's good to have godly counsel, you know, honestly. And then I went to sleep, and then the next day, I woke up and I was determined to fill out the application at home. I filled it out, I submitted it, and I got the job. I got the job. Oh, it wasn't good. So what they didn't tell me was that I was on the waiting list for this job. I hadn't actually been placed yet. So I was just kind of like, okay, excuse me, like, I'm looking for the respect. I'm kind of searching for the respect and I can't seem to find it. Because evidently these guys don't respect me. So, yeah. So literally the first month of summer, I was at home for a whole month. I was at home alone, and yeah, I went out to see my friends, and yeah, I went out to socialise a bit, but most of the time I was at home. My brother was in school, my sister was at work, mum was at work, dad was at work. It was just me alone with God for a month, and guys, it was actually beautiful. And that is actually when I started my YouTube channel. And I was talking to my friend. Before I started my channel, I was talking to my friend, like, I'm looking for my purpose. I don't know my purpose. He said to me that he thinks that I'm kind of already walking in line with my purpose. And I didn't get it then, but I get it now. And I will share that with you guys as the video continues. So yeah, I started YouTube. That's when I started my video, that month alone when I spent with God. And then after that, the work called me in, so I was working, and it turned out to be a very good summer. I met loads of people. It was very productive. Everything that I wanted to do that summer, I completed, and honestly, God's hand was in it all. And now, so I started my third year of uni in September, and the semester it's been beautiful. It's been really good. There's been ups and downs, but God has literally had his hand in everything. Like, I've stayed close to God. I've stayed just seeking God in general, and he's really directed my path. So many opportunities have come out of the blue. So many opportunities have come my way. I've literally received remarkable favour. I will share that with you guys in 2016. My testimonies seem calm. You know, you can't do things too early. You gotta make news in silence. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I really don't know what my purpose is yet specifically, but I really do believe that I'm walking in line with my purpose, and I'm on that path to fulfilling my purpose. And why? Because I am trying to actively live a life that is a reflection of God's will. I'm actively trying to do God's will, and God's will is for me to fulfill my God's given purpose. So if I stay on that path and if I keep doing that, I will inevitably fulfill my God's given purpose. So it's things like staying in the word and applying it to my life, letting go of my life and letting God be the driver of my life, letting God lead me, letting God guide me, letting God direct my path. One thing I specifically done this semester is I've tried to be still a lot. I've tried to just be still, meditate, just be in my room and try and hear God, and try and just take out all the distractions, all my worries, all my fears, everything that's on my mind, and just sit there and focus on God, because God is always speaking to us. It's us that's getting distracted. It's us that isn't tuned into what God is actually telling us, because God wants the best for us. It's us. It's all our fault. And I'm so glad I stayed close to God during those hard times. I'm so glad that I clung to him during those times of darkness, because I feel like I'm definitely reaping the fruits and reaping the benefits of that season. You know, you plant one season and it grows one season, you get a harvest. I really feel like I'm harvesting a lot of things. I'm planting a couple of seeds at the same time. I'm currently reading again Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. Hopefully I will actually complete the 40 days now. I have an accountability partner who's doing it as well, so hopefully we both stay on track. And there's a quote from it. The quote says, "You may have felt in the dark about your purpose in life. Congratulations, you're just about to walk into the light." And I really feel like I'm walking in the light now. I really feel like this is my season of light, and I just thank God. And I feel like the biggest lesson that I learned from this was that it's not about me. That my purpose is not about me. I feel like why I was so confused and why I was so frustrated, because I was thinking about, what about me? Where do I belong? Where do I fit in? Rather than looking to other people around me and thinking, where best can I serve? Because your purpose is always tied to other people. It's literally a chain of purpose. Once you start thinking about me, you know that you've gone off the path to fulfilling your purpose. And the only time you should actually be thinking about yourself is when you're digging deep, trying to see the things that God has deposited inside you and how you can use them to best serve others. You know, it may be your encouraging nature, it may be your acting, your singing, it may be your smile, it may be your organization skills. You know, things that you might not think is of substance, things that you might think are not useful, but God gave you these things for a reason. It's up to us to go to God, go to Him and ask Him, God, why did you give this to me? Why did you give me this skill? Why did you give me this attribute? God knew what His intention for it was when He created you. He knows what He wants you to do with it. What is the point if you don't fulfill your God-given purpose? Like, what is the point? What have you lived for? What have you done? Okay, so for example, let's say you go to a store. What's that place where you buy furniture from? Everyone goes there. I bought stuff from there. Anyway, you go to a furniture store, yeah, and you get a bed, and you need to assemble the bed at home. So you buy all these planks, and you go home, and you know that you need to use the instruction manual to put the bed together. But no, what do? You go and pick up a dictionary, you go and pick up a journal. That's like us looking for our purposes in the wrong place, and you use that to go and put the bed together. And you put the bed together and it looks nice, it looks good, yeah, cool. So you get on the bed now and immediately it crumbles and you're confused, or it may not happen immediately, but you will see over time that maybe 1 or 2 planks start falling off. You get on it every day and it creaks even more. And no, it's not because you put on a couple pounds over the festive season, it's because you didn't put the bed together right. Okay, we search for our purpose in the wrong places, and when things start falling apart, we're thinking, something's not quite right, you know. And you have the decision right then. You have the decision: am I going to continue laying on this bed and just wait for that day when it all crumbles and it all flops, or am I going to take this bed apart? Okay. Am I going to undo what I've done by myself without God, trying to look for my God-given purpose without God? And I'm going to go and read the instruction manual. Am I going to go back and seek God? Am I going to go back into the Word and see what He wants me to do? And, read the instruction manual and put the bed back together the way the manufacturer intended. Live out my life. Live out my God-given purpose the way God has planned and intended for me to. Literally, I feel like a lot of us are at that stage now. And we have to make this decision. Going into 2016, what decision are you going to make? I know the decision I'm making. But going into 2016, what decision are you going to make? Are you going to walk in line with your God-given purpose, or are you going to continue looking for your purpose in things of the world and things that will eventually amount to nothing? There is a quote, it's also from Purpose Driven Life, and it says, "You can reach your personal goals, become a raving success by the world's standard, and still miss the purpose which God has created for you." You don't want to be that person. You really don't want to be that person, because I know on that day I want to be able to stand before God and He will say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." I've actually been able to fill out applications. I've actually overcome so much, honestly, and that is literally by just striving to do God's will, just trying to stay on that straight and narrow. And there is a scripture that I'm going to read out for you. It says, "You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you." Keep your mind stayed on God. Keep your mind stayed on Christ. Keep your mind stayed. Keep your mind stayed on eternity. Like, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things that shall you know, be added onto you. Like God will direct your path. I'm sure there's a scripture about something and He will direct your path. But I really hope this video has blessed someone. I really do feel like I was idolizing purpose. I was putting it on this pedestal, like God showed me my purpose. I want this. Oh, it looks so good. Rather than just seeking God. And just, you know, doing God's will, striving for God's will. I was just looking for the shiny when it was right in front of me, you know. Do God's will, seek God, He will show you your purpose. You walk in line with purpose. I'm not going to act like I know my purpose, but I know I'm definitely walking in line with it, because I'm excited to see where God's going to take me. So I probably won't upload until the first week of February, because I've got exams in January, and then after my exams, straight after, it's my birthday. I might vlog my birthday actually, and then I will continue with videos in February. But subscribe, because we're revamping this channel. We are revamping this channel, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful New Year's Eve, and I will see y'all in 2016. Subscribe, because you do not want to miss out for what God has in store for this channel. You don't want to miss out. You guys to be here. Transformation in one of my goals this year was to like grow up my natural hair. So we getting there. And I saw okay, bye. Like, God bless everybody. Thank you so much. Transformation Inc. And also in 2016, I will actually be starting to make moves to launch my rap career. As some of you have seen in my previous videos, I do a lot of freestyles, and I'm really ready to take this God-given talent to the next level. So you know, I'm looking to really be successful in the rap game. Hopefully eventually get to a point where I can be collabing with the likes of Stormzy, and from Stormzy to Lecrae to all of that stuff. Like, I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, how do I have friends, please? I'm joking, I'm not trying to start a rap career, but although you guys can't deny that man's got the bars, I've got the bars out here.